अमेरिका में यहूदी इबादतगाह में घुसकर लोगों को यरगमाल बनाने वाले फैसल अकरम को ब्लैकबर्न में सुपुर्द खाक किया गया। फैसल अकरम के इस फेल के पीछे क्या अवामिल कार फरमा थे? दुनिया न्यूज़ ने फैसल अकरम के करीबी लोगों से ये जानने की कोशिश की। आइए देखते हैं।
पिछले हफ्ते ब्लैकबर्न में एक ऐसा वाकया रूनुमा हुआ जिसके लिए आलमी सतह पर मीडिया ने ब्लैकबर्न में आना शुरू किया। इसकी वजह थी कि एक पाकिस्तानी नौजवान फैसल अकरम जिसको अमेरिका में पाया गया, उसने कुछ यहूदियों को उनकी इबादतगाह में यरगमाल बना लिया था, जिसके नतीजे में उसे वहाँ पर गोली मार दी गई और उसे हिलाक कर दिया गया। आज उसका नमाज जनाजा था जो कि प्राइवेट अफेयर था, सिर्फ फैमिली ने उसमें शिरकत की। फैसल अकरम कौन था और उसके पीछे क्या कहानी थी, इस सिलसिले में हमारे ब्लैकबर्न के कम्युनिटी एक्टिविस्ट आसिफ महमूद मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं। उनसे बात करता हूं क्योंकि
they were obviously part of the community. I know Faisal in the sense that whenever I saw him on the street, say hello to him. Wouldn't say he was a good friend of mine, a close friend of mine, but I do know him. I know him. I know of the family. Like many of us know in our community, we're a very close-knit community. So they were involved in community level, in civic engagement, etc. Meet him at weddings, funerals. So those kind of events, yes, did meet him. And obviously their father is well known, and had a very good relationship with him.
आसिफ महमूद ने कहा कि ब्लैकबर्न में अक्सर लोग फैसल अकरम के ख़ानदान को जानते हैं। चंद माह कबल फैसल के भाई के जनाजे पर लोगों ने शिरकत की।
Let's say some views, religious views, which were more conservative, puritanical views, which many people do have and have a right to have those views. But obviously nobody, to our best of our knowledge, envisaged that he would do something like that.
आसिफ महमूद ने कहा कि फैसल अकरम का ये अमल कम्युनिटी के लिए तफशीश का बायस है और हम इसकी भरपूर मजम्मत करते हैं।
I think it was just generally, just like everybody else in Blackburn, it was a state of shock, because normally you hear the news and the person who's the perpetrator you don't actually know, the victims you don't know, but in this case it was somebody from our own hometown Blackburn, which we knew, and many of us knew very well, or reasonable to different levels, however, but it just came as a shock that it's somebody from your hometown, and it was hard to absorb that information. And I think piecemeal as information, more and more information came out as the hours passed, and questions needed to be asked about how did this happen? How was he allowed to get into the US of A? How did he get hold of a weapon or gun? He had a criminal conviction, it transpires, which his family have made public, that he had a criminal conviction. So we're all obviously aware that USA has one of the stringent, more stricter immigration requirements, entry requirements. So how did he get in there? And then also the issue about security services, was he on their radar?
आसिफ महमूद ने कहा कि अब ये सवाल उठता है कि फैसल अकरम अमेरिका कैसे पहुंचा, एयरपोर्ट पर उसे क्यों नहीं रोका गया और बरतानिया की हुकूमत की नज़र में भी वो था और इसलिए उसके खिलाफ कोई भी एक्शन नहीं लिया गया।
Obviously you have in this kind of it was a international incident. Obviously it took place in Dallas, Texas. It was hostages were taken, released, and in the subsequently the perpetrator Faisal was killed by the police in that process. So it was international news. So there was a media frenzy. Media wanted to come to town and ask who was Faisal, what kind of town is it, etc. So we had all the major media outlets like CNN, Washington Post, Sky News, etc.
Shakil Salam, Dunya News, Blackburn.